Okay, let's see. We've got a lot to do here today, and we've got to decide. Well, I think I probably made the decision already. We got a new HECKLED tape, okay? People love our HECKLED tapes. This is where some listener of ours shows up at a comedy show and they scream, "Redbar's watching!" and interrupt the whole show, and the comedian usually, what do I do? Well, we've got a new tape. Now, here's the dilemma. The Heckler and his friend, who have the same name, I believe. This is really, and I hope I'm even getting this right. So, the original Redbar's watching guy, he's who we call the Heckler. However, he's not the guy you see on all the tapes. It seems to be different guys every time, right? But they're all working with the Heckler, right, on making these tapes happen. And every time one of these incidents happens, the original Heckler is the guy organizing all of it or sending me the tapes. But it's always a different guy who did it. Am I getting that right? Because I think it's confusing for people. I think people think the Heckler guy is the one who's doing it all. But I think we're calling anybody who does this the Heckler as well. Now, the original Heckler, what he likes to do is people will go to a show, they'll disturb the show, they'll send him the raw tapes, and he puts together those cute edits for us with the music, and because these tapes could be kind of hard to follow. They're not, these people aren't the best videographers, if you catch my drift. Now, the Heckler couldn't put an edit together in time, but he did send me the raw tapes, and the Heckler seemed like he really wanted me to wait till next week because he loves doing these edits. So this is our dilemma. Should we see the tapes now, or do we respect his right to be cute and do his editing, which, no offense, but we don't really need, right? Whoop. But because we love the Heckler and he enjoys editing these tapes, do we want to respect his cuteness, his right to be sweet, cute, and do this little thing that he's fallen in love with doing? Now, I've seen the raw tapes of the heckled man. I'm not going to give that name away yet, but maybe we could do a quick little vote. Well, they're all going to vote. That's why I said we're probably just going to be watching these tapes right now. Fuck the Heckler, right? Let's do a vote, though, just to see. Do we respect the Heckler's right to cuteness? Well, that's what I'm going to ask the listeners.
Was he more like, oh, I want to make an edit, but I get it?
No.
Or was he like, please, let me make my edit?
You could tell he wanted to make this edit, but do we really? I've watched the raw tapes. They're not that good. I don't know what he could possibly do to edit these tapes to make it good. So why wait?
But maybe that's why you shouldn't be seeing the raw tapes, and we should always just be respecting the edit.
It's just going to be rock music. Fonts too low to the bottom of the screen.
Which I like.
Strange croppings.
Which I like.
Yes! So what do people say? Have they voted? Press 1 if you want to see those tapes now. Fuck the Heckler. Let's take the Heckler down. Press 2 if, Mike, this Heckler has been very nice to us. Let's respect his privacy. And not his privacy. Let's respect his right to edit the tapes. Let's respect his... Nobody's going to say 2, right? They want to see that fucking tape right now, right?
One person says respect the Heckler. Most other people say watch it now. Oh, there's another 2. I respect. We can't
Well, don't say respect to the Heckler. Just say 1 or 2. 1 means you want to watch it now. 2 means you want to wait.
There's a lot of
There's
ones.
no reason to wait. Except that the Heckler wanted to edit this like he always does. How about this? We watch it now. The Heckler makes an edit, and we watch his edit next
how about
week.
Everybody promises to forget what we watch now by next week. So that let's don't tell the Heckler, but in the chat next week,
who's watching now?
Pretend that we're seeing it for the first time next week.
I love the Heckler, but
so do I.
I want to watch the tapes. You guys want to see Andrew Santino get heckled? All right, we're watching the tapes. I mean, we have to. We can't be sitting on this for a week here. So this was funny. Throw up that post. Put it in next up because people heard about this via a Reddit post first. So check this out. I'll show you this in a second. There were people on Reddit going, did you see what happened at the Bad Friends show with Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee? You know, they're doing these shows at huge theaters now. Every week, they got to do 2 huge theaters. Big. Andrew Santino doesn't work well in a giant theater. I mean, he barely works well at a comedy club, but in these giant theaters, I'm watching some of this footage, and I'm listening to his echoey, stale, very basic, open mic level performance. I mean, you guys saw Cheeseburger, right? Imagine watching Cheeseburger with no direct audio from the mic and just hearing it from the back. Very unenjoyable.
Hard to listen
are
to.
People even enjoying these giant theater shows where a giant theater show is supposed to be set aside for legends, the greats, somebody who's really done this for a while that can command a 6,000 seat room. Andrew Santino is not that guy. He comes on with his cheap little t-shirt and jeans from Target and just talks like a normal guy. I mean, there's nothing going on here. You'll see what I mean. Here it is. Redbar is watching, and this was the Reddit post that got everybody talking. Look at this. Bad Friends Live, Minnesota. Very nice. Bad Friends Live. Where was the... Oh, okay, here it is. So it's in the thread here on Reddit. It says, no one is talking about the young woman... Oh, no, that's not it. Got taken over. Such an awesome show. The dude on the stage that just went to pee. Okay, do we know where these comments are now?
They've moved. This in. I didn't see any of this.
Oh, look, here it is. This was the top comment when I first... Okay. Hecklers were on the balcony directly above me. It sounded like a group of people. It was. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but it was weird and definitely threw off the vibe for a second. Thank you, hecklers. Would love to know the people sitting next to them's experience. Okay, yeah, I was wondering that too. When you see this tape, the hecklers are sitting there screaming and talking, but there's people all around them, and the people are just facing forward. They're afraid to look back at the heckler. You'll see what I mean. This I don't like to see. Andrew brought the energy level right back up after that. Good to see. No.
Downvote that. Downvote that.
Here's another one. It was just, downvote that. I don't think I'm logged in. It was just one guy shouting. We were on the other side of the balcony, not sure what his argument/issue was. All we could hear is him yelling, "Hey, Andrew," over and over. Really curious what he was so passionate about, okay? Probably Andrew Santino's cheating allegations in hair plugs.
Decline.
Somebody says that was so... Ethan Decline. Eaton Decline. Nice. Somebody says that was so strange and uncomfortable. Anyone know what the heckler was trying to yell? And somebody responds with, Redbar is watching. Also something about Andrew's hair plugs. Okay. What was that supposed to mean?
No more questions,
No
guys.
more questions. Let's see the tapes. Are you ready for the tape? Hold on, I'm going to do something. While we watch the tapes, I'm going to do 2 of these. Oh, look what I found the other day. My old gun! Oh, cool. And then of course, found that old plastic gun. And then the bullets for the plastic gun. Very expensive rounds. Very expensive. Okay, you want to see these damn tapes? Okay. Yeah, I was doing some cleaning of the drawers. I found my gun and some bullets. All right, here it is. Andrew Santino, not Bobby Lee. We don't get Bobby Lee. I guess it's the Bad Friends show, and they go up separately. Andrew does his stand-up, then Bobby does his stand-up. But they did it to Andrew Santino.
When I heard about this, I was imagining it was like a podcast taping. That would be
That's what I thought it was. Maybe it is. Maybe they both do stand-up, then they do a pod. I don't know. But here, this was the interesting one, and I'm glad that the heckler filmed this. Look at this. It's a video of the stage before the show started. Okay, and it says, get involved in the show. Be a bad friend. Okay. So he was simply following the on-stage instructions. Got it. Get involved in the show. Well, he did. Let's see, we've got 2 tapes here. Let's see this. Here it is. I guess it's just going to happen. And was he wearing spy glasses? I don't know what kind of equipment was used here today. Here it is. Look at this big theater. And here's Andrew Santino. Bad friends. Okay, let's take a listen. Let's take a watch.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Everybody in here knows. Everybody in here knows. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Redbar's watching.
Everybody knows that I'm joking around. You're ruining the show?
Wait. So it's tough to see here with this big thing. Look at Andrew. So you're ruining the show? That's what his response. So, hey, Andrew! Hey, Andrew! Andrew! Redbar's watching! And his first, you're going to ruin the show? How would that ruin a show? I just yelled it 7 or 8 times. Show's fine. Let's see that go down again. It happens rather quickly.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Everybody in here knows. Everybody in here knows. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Redbar's watching.
Everybody knows that I'm joking around.
They're getting rude.
It sounds
Listen. To make... Oh, that really gives me some power. Some energy there.
It sounds like there's a lot of people screaming from different, like...
Screaming, booing.
Causing quite the chaos.
But listen to what Santino says
the person
here.
who's going, sit down. Someone who's yelling
Oh,
at
there's
the
a
heckler.
yeah, a lot of people yelling at each other now. It causes chaos. Listen. Wait. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. You're going to ruin the show?
Ruining the show?
They're booing you, Santino.
Say goodnight.
They're saying he abuses women.
What a weird thing to do. Give it up for that guy getting kicked out of the show.
Cheering for
They're
nothing.
giving it up for you. For the heckler. That's
good.
nice.
Everybody knows I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
So what's interesting is you see the heckler still seated. Now, did we catch him saying he's got to go or something like that? Let's hear that again.
Say goodnight.
Get some AirPods, bro.
What a weird thing to do. Give it up for that guy getting kicked out of the show.
Kick him out? Enough of that guy? Let's see.
Everybody knows I'm kidding. I'm just kidding about that. By the way, that...
Okay, so that's the most losery part. Do you see this? He goes, that guy's got to go, blah, blah, blah. But the guy's still there. He's filming. I guess it takes security a long time to get up to the balcony there. Andrew Santino, loserishly, goes right back into the bit where he left off. So, no, you're going to ruin the show? And then once it calms down, he goes, so yeah, like I was saying, That sounds...
the fastest rebound. I think.
We usually don't hear that. Usually...
There's like 30 seconds of back and forth.
Yeah, they try
what just
to
happened.
address it. They make a few jokes. The crowd pretends that it's so funny because they don't know what to do. But let's see. Watch this again. So the heckle happens, and he goes... Here, let's hear the beginning, what he was saying. See if we could catch that.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Everybody
Okay, we don't get
knows.
that.
Everybody in here knows. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Redbar's watching.
Everybody knows that I'm joking around.
Just trying to go. Everybody, and that's he's trying to do his bit. Everybody knows. He said that about 6 times now, and he's going to say that again once the heckle's over. He's going to go. So yeah, everybody knows. I mean, that's pretty fucking whack, bro.
Ruining the show?
Look at this.
Say goodnight.
Say goodnight.
What a weird thing to do. Give it up for that guy getting kicked out
Enough of that guy. Let's see what he said. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows I'm kidding. I'm just kidding about that. By the way, that manager, we can't live in a world...
Let's see what happens next. Now the tape's just rolling.
We all know that. Yes? I'm making a joke. But when I read the article...
So he sounds a little thrown off. He sounds a little amateur. Everybody knows, everybody... She was a little scared there, right? It's so funny to me, and we've seen this with every guy that gets heckled. None of them have any good comebacks. None of them... You know, they worry about hecklers a lot. They've been doing this for 20 years as well. How do you not have something in the chamber for the heckler? You know, you've got signs up
also,
at the thing.
Don't they kind of want a heckler because of all of the TikToks and stuff?
Yeah, don't you want a nice little video of you destroying a heckler? Isn't that worth some money for you guys on TikTok?
There was a piece of me
Let's see what
that
happens.
was like...
You still film it. And this is what I found interesting. The rest of the audience right in front of the heckler, nobody turns around to the group of heckler. They're all just staring straight. Why aren't they all turned around and going, what did you do? Why are you doing this? You're ruining our experience. They didn't care. Look at this guy. He's very scaredly just staring straight at the stage, which is too big. Let's see what happens.
Isn't everybody that went to my neighbor's apartment? I did feel like, for a second, you've been there. They're so slow. I mean, you're like, are they coloring or are they cooking? We were down. You know, and this is the wildest shit. Is me and Bob we spent a lot of time in Texas. So much time.
Okay, some action here.
Man, they love guns. They love guns.
One more time and you're out, the security. Isn't that funny? Usually it's a quick throw out. It's the police are involved.
Why did he get so many chances?
So that you could hear the security guard finally comes up to him here and he goes, one more time and you're out of here.
We spent a lot of time in Texas. So much time. If you're ever in Texas, you know, man, they love guns. They love guns.
One more time, you're out.
Where you are in Texas, they're like, you want to shoot guns?
She's looking.
You're like, no, we're good.
Thanks for ruining the show, man. Did somebody else say
I
that?
think so.
Thanks for ruining the show. So the show to you is now ruined.
Damn.
You hear that, Santino?
Doesn't
Your show
take
is
much.
Ruined.
You're like, no, we're good.
Thanks for ruining the show, man, somebody says. You're welcome.
I was like, I think we're good, man. You know, but then at some point, I was like, it was our last week, and I was like, should we shoot guns? And Bob was playing his Nintendo Switch.
See what happens next.
He didn't even look up. I was like, do you want to shoot guns? And he was like, too loud. Like a dad, I was like, that's right, buddy, they are too loud. They're too loud, those things.
We're just waiting.
But it made me think how right Bobby was. Like, this is how brilliant Bobby Lee is, truly.
Okay.
What he said...
Okay, I've got one more tape here. What happens is Heckler asked to leave. Yeah.
Someone in the chat says, go back. He says, Redbar, yeah, in a whisper. Are you talking about Santino?
No, I think somebody in the crowd just said that.
Okay.
No big whoop. All right, here's where he's going to be asked to leave or asked to walk outside. Let's see what happens here. Whole minute.
And Bob was playing his Nintendo Switch. He didn't even look up. I was like, do you want to shoot guns? And he was like, too loud. Like a dad, I was like, that's
Imagine hearing this echoey.
They're too loud, those things.
Too echoey.
But it made me think how right Bobby was. And this is how brilliant Bobby Lee is, truly. What he said spoke volumes. Because I thought, I grew up with...
So this is why the heckler needs to edit these things before sending them to me. Look at this cinematography, though. This is what we get here, huh?
It was funny how in the last video the security came up and he was still just filming and he didn't tell him to put his phone away.
Here, I think this is where I see this guy's head move. Let's see what happens here.
That's the solution. You're never going to stop the gun problem in America. You're never going to stop people from getting
Turn that
guns.
head.
There's too many of them. You can stop who wants to get a gun. That's a good solution.
Okay,
you can
something's
stop people
happening.
who want to acquire a gun. How? Changing the sound. If you emasculate the sound of a gun,
gotta talk to you outside.
I gotta talk to you outside. Nice.
Would that help? I don't know. But I don't know a lot of tough
And then he
guys
leaves.
that are going to want to go to the gun range, and every time they pop off, it's like...
Very nice. I love the escorted out the building. Thank you so much to the 2 new hecklers. Very nice. We got Santino. You ruined the show. That's what his fans say. Thanks for ruining
it
the
himself.
show. Thank you. Cheers to that. Throw on that new Buster Rhymes while we celebrate the latest victim of Redbar's watching.